Welcome to Dreamwalkers of Manara 7. This was our guild charter session. We actually did a lot of meta discussion earlier that was not a part of this recording, but now we're actually going to move into our bonus adventure. So, give me one moment. So it's funny, someone mentioned gold. Dreamwalkers of Manara 7, Guild Charter Bonus Adventure, Goblin's Gift. So, with this adventure, actually, we should get some introductions. So, first up is Lux.
I be Lex Tenebris, and I'm a dwarven cleric of Kilos. And, well, that's about it, really.
Alright, next up is Galen.
I am Galen Vendra, and previously I was a despised infernal occultist. Now I'm trying to mend my ways. Or am I?
Ah, yes. Next up is Anarabi.
I'm Zenarabi. I'm a catfolk shaman who was unfortunately and unjustly exiled from my tribe for questionable morals.
Alright. So, before we move forward, we had this whole discussion about the guild and the formation and whatnot, and you guys are in Greyhaven, and basically I'd like to know, what are you doing right at this moment? Think of it as your characters have actually gotten together to talk about the guild in character, and now that's kind of over. You guys are basically getting ready to sleep.
Lux would be leading Galen, who wants redemption, through his evening prayers.
Oh, that's a good one. I like
Just to co-opt Galen's character action there. Or let me word that in a better way. He's looking for Galen to lead him through evening prayers. That's a better way to put it, so I don't steal your thunder there. So he's looking for you to lead you through evening prayers.
Does that work for Galen?
Yeah, I mean, I will be looking to be led through evening prayers, and then once that's done, I'll listen carefully for the dwarf to be asleep, and then I'll climb out a window.
Okay. Oh, by the way, so prior to this, Turnus would have stopped by, and he would have given you the heirloom family rings for your brother and sister, who both burned at the stake.
Quite publicly, as I remember.
Yep. All right, Zanarabi, how about you?
At this point in time, as the dusk is starting to creep up, I suppose that Zenarabi is just kind of sitting on a public bench in the docks area, somewhere close to where the other two are for purposes of narrative convenience.
Okay.
And he's just he's watching the people go by, watching the fishermen hold in their catch while he's enjoying some tobacco from his pipe.
Okay. So I'm going to assume all of you will be going into a dream just as players. I'll let you guys realize that. Whether or not your characters realize it's a dream, I'll leave that up to you. So maybe Zanarabi is so relaxed you fall into a cat nap.
Maybe.
All right. So it's pitch dark, though in the distance you can hear arguing. You will translate this scroll! Now! Master never liked you, and you look stupid! You little wretch! Durant! Don't let him escape! Hurry! I sense the presence of others nearby. So you may have recognized one of the voices. You guys are all there together. I'll let you RP that.
Oh yeah, I've heard that little goblin before. He was with one of the artificers in Nerkle. Had to burn the bastard.
Is that awful business with the necromancer that I've heard about?
Oh yes.
Maybe I could be of some use helping decipher his foul works.
I'm not familiar with this goblin. Is he supposed to be dangerous?
Well, I didn't think he was too dangerous, but poor Handlook got mighty messed up by him.
He was responsible for 2 crits on Handel. Handel had to take an extended stay in the spa to recuperate, I recall. So, yeah. He was the head servant for one of the necromancer's allies, the High Artificer, Faltus Cromwell. And Faltus Cromwell basically took some of the Ironbound Guardians and tampered with them so that Eliza Farrow was able to ship goods in for the necromancer that were not caught by the Ironbound. Huge scandal in Naricol, because the whole point of the Ironbound is for them to prevent things like that, and the fact that one of the artificers actually helped in this was a major political, well, it just, yeah, it was pretty messed up. But anyway, Biko was the head servant for Faltus Cromwell, who was burned by Lux, if I recall correctly, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We burned him at the stake because he was trafficking in children.
Oh.
Oh, he, so the necromancer, or Faltus wasn't, it was that he, there was actually someone else, I'm blanking out, another ally of the necromancer who was basically using, or trying to use children in the poorer sections of town, because no one would see them missing, for experiments for things like flesh golems and whatnot. However, the party prevented that and saved the kids. So, yeah. Where?
Yeah. To clarify that, the High Artificer wasn't trafficking in children, but he had altered the Ironbound to allow it. So it was kind of, he allowed that evil to happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He didn't necessarily do it for that purpose.
I see.
Okay, your story points should be updated now. All right, so you guys hear that? You can hear Biko in the distance. Maybe another voice that you might have recognized, maybe not. It's kind of hard to tell, but you then see this. All right. Oh, whoops. That sound effect, I forgot that I did not include it for this one. Capture the goblin before the intruders break through! 3 glyphs appear in the darkness in quick succession. The patterns of each begin to shift and flare with magical energy. You sense that one of these must be dispelled or disabled to proceed. Dispelling a glyph is a hard arcana or verse check, 3 purples to be exact. Disabling one requires a hard 3 purple knowledge lore check to first identify the glyph, then an average 2 red knowledge lore check to break it safely. So these things look pretty dangerous, but they're the only way through. So what will you guys do?
Well, I think we're gonna have to try to disable them unless, we don't have any Arcana or verse characters with us.
Certainly not on my side.
Well, we could investigate them. I'm gonna Hey, so are these ruins? They're associated with like the Goblin, right? Like this is stuff that he's done in order to stop us from progressing, right?
Actually, no. The voice that said, you think it actually is a third party. Someone is trying to prevent you from them. They're trying to capture the Goblin right now. And they see that there's other people here now, and they're trying to block you.
Can I spend a story point to say that these glyphs have some similarities with glyphs that I have seen before that are of a darker nature, and do the test with knowledge forbidden, but with perhaps some setback die, because like it's kind of like knowing a dialect of a language but not the actual language.
So I'll say this, yes, but only for the one on the right, the one in violet.
Okay. How do we?
So that's something that, by flipping the story point, you can actually use a knowledge forbidden check for that one, the one on the right, to identify it. And to break it, actually. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll do that because that gives us some options. So, just being the three of us, I feel bad about doing this because it's probably going to end badly. Yes, well,
It'll be
I mean,
fine.
so Galen and kind of doesn't touch it, like his fingers hovering like 2 or 3 inches from it, and he's kind of tracing the outline in the air. I see. This is most intricate work, very similar to. He kind of looks at foul works I've seen before. Let me just take a look here. Yeah. All right. So I warn you, this is not going to be a great roll. I need to. First of all, I need to roll one more purple dice. So I'll do that because this can only get bad.
I mean, you didn't roll terrible if you look at it.
So don't forget, you do have a boon. I dreamed about this, or I had a dream about this.
Yeah, I need to get 2 successes on those boost die.
No, you wouldn't. It's
that's
that's
a
a
threat.
threat. Yeah, you
Yeah,
would just need
that's-
1 success out of the 2 boost dice.
Bugger it, sure, why not? Actually, now that I think about it, this seems awfully familiar. I've experienced this somewhere before. I can't quite place my finger on it. I mean, fuck you, dice.
Okay. So unfortunately, you will know this though. That is, it's dangerous. I'll put it that way. I mean, all 3 of these are dangerous, but that's a dangerous one.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Regarding the dispelling. Do we need ranks in Arcana or Verse to attempt these?
Yes. Just for the dispelling, the disabling is. You can also disable it, but that requires actually identifying it first.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
doing the. Yeah.
Just making sure if I could try winging it with Verse despite not knowing how to sing.
No,
But apparently not.
That's the one thing about magic skills. You actually
Yeah,
have
no,
to
yeah.
have a rank in them. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just making sure. In that case, I guess Zanarabi's just gonna. Galen was off investigating the one on the right, so Zanarabi's just gonna give it his best shot, the one in the center.
Okay.
Which his best shot is not that great, because it turns out catfolk aren't book smart. Definitely not.
This one seems very warm and inviting. Get closer. So yeah, I don't know about that one. Lux, do you want to try to decipher one of these?
Yeah, Lux is going to, seeing his companions quite perplexed, and Lux has done some studying, but not too much at the cathedrals. He's going to take a moment to pray, as he does, and to do that, I am going to spend a story point because I have the upgrade where I only need to spend 1 story point because that's cool. And I'm going to use my heroic ability, foretelling.
Okay.
So which for Lux, that's he believes he is talking. He has a direct conduit to Kelos's grace, and so I get to ask 2 questions, 1 this round, 1 next round. So my first question is going to be: is the rune? It's hard to put, but basically, is the rune on the left, this one over here, the one that we need to dispel or disable?
Oh, so just to, I know I can give you a yes or no question, but I'm giving you a freebie. You can sense that when I said that one of these need to be dispelled, any of the 3 can be dispelled. It's not that there's one correct one.
Oh, it's not a specific
So
one?
sorry, I could have clarified that, but
Okay.
yeah, any of these 3 can be dispelled. You only need one. You only need to get rid of one to get through.
Oh, okay. Then if you could flip that story point back, because I was thinking we had to dispel a specific one.
Nope.
And so in that case, I wouldn't use the heroic ability because it's not going to really give me much oomph there,
I mean, is there anything else you might want to ask about these 3?
Not right now. Like that's what I was going to use it was to narrow down which one we needed to. But if we only need to mess with one of them,
Okay. So I flip it back.
All right. So instead of doing that, Give me just 1 second to check a thing. All right. So what Lux is going to do is.
And by the way, you don't have to just like one each go to one each. You can do each person gets one check, but it has to be on. Well, each of you gets one check, so you can double up if you want.
Yeah, but if we only need to get through one of them, Lux is going to go over to Galen and say, "Galen, my child, pray with me." And he's gonna say a prayer, and put his hand like on Galen's shoulder. And doing that, I'm going to use the augment spell on Galen to let's see, base difficulty is 2.
Oh, just to clarify though, each of you gets one check, so augmenting him, he can't do another check.
Oh, we only get one check, period?
Yeah, I should have clarified that earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was going to augment to
Oh no, sorry, you don't get one check, period, but each person gets one check. That you can divvy up however you want. So each of you can check one different one, or you can double up on one of them. But it's like
But it's
all of you are
first stage.
studying in your own different ways, trying to figure these out.
What-
If none
what-
of you succeed, then you'll have to basically try to break it with an extra. It'll be really dangerous. So
Cool. That's what's
Okay.
going to happen anyways.
yeah, I mean, we can try. So, if I cast a spell, would I still get my check?
yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So I'm going to I'm going to try to augment myself then instead of Galen. So
Thanks, Tommy.
It's just a 2 difficulty check there, unless you want to spend a story point or anything.
Sure. I'll give you guys a story point.
Alright, so 1 upgrade. Gotta have that chance to take my magic away for the rest of the encounter, right? And apparently, I'm glad that check went for this.
Wow.
And not for something else.
Yeah.
Because all of them dice and no successes. Well, I guess I got
As
one.
bad as it could be.
So I'll give you that. With all those advantages, you feel heat coming from the one in the middle, but that's all I can give you.
All right. Well, trusting Kelos to guide my way, even through the most succinct of failures, he will proceed to the one in the middle and say, "Excuse me, my feline friend, if you'll step back, this might get a little burny."
Bernie.
And,
Right.
and then it was a 3 difficulty lore check. Yep.
It'll be 2 reds and 1 purple because of the upgrade to it for not identifying. So it's basically you're starting to trace your fingers on this glyph, trying to.
Well, I meant to try to identify it first. Or I guess.
Oh, sorry,
Do
that's
we
right.
have
That
to
was your augment check. My bad.
Yeah, that was my augment
Yeah.
because I was trying to augment myself, and I feel cheesy to try to cast a spell yet again. So we'll just go with the failure.
Yeah.
And I took 2 strain for it because we have to identify it before we try to.
Not necessarily. I wasn't going to say anything but Rad did ask, or Galen asked. Very
Yeah,
fair
we're
question. I wanted to be like, oh no, what are we going to do?
Yeah, we're just gonna jump in, and Lux going off his gut faith here to he's just going to try to disable it without identifying it after telling Zamarabi to move back. So
Oh no,
if it
you
blows up,
can
it
still,
explodes.
since you did the augment check, it would be better for you to try to identify it.
Okay, all right. So we'll try to ID it, and so that's a 3 purple check.
Well, no,
any-
it's oh yes. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. No worries. So to identify it, 3 purple. Anything you want to throw in on your side before I hit the roll button? 'Cause this is this is gonna be a thing.
Yeah, because you did roll that despair, so I would say.
No, that's just a threat. Oh no, it is a despair.
That's a
isn't it?
despair.
Yeah, it is a despair.
Yeah, I'm going to say that because losing your magical power isn't really a big deal right now, so I'm going to say that upgrades the difficulty.
Okey-dokey. So 1 upgrade to the difficulty.
Or just to clarify, it's not a big deal for this particular encounter.
Oh yeah, totally. And let's see what we get. Kelos has guided me well.
All right, go ahead and just take those as strain. But
All
you
right,
have
so
correctly
strain.
identified this one as a fire glyph. So you know that if you trip this up, it will cause a damage 8 fireball. So you can tell, like, in your knowledge, just it's going to be a big fireball with blast 6. So other people should get away when you're trying to disable it.
Oh yeah, totally. So is that all Lux can do, or can he try to disable it after identifying it?
Yeah, now you can try to disable it.
All right. So this will go bad. This will be bad if I do this wrong. You might want to get everybody out of the range of it, so to say.
Yep.
Or I should say the expected range, because we don't really 100% know. And then to disable it, that is a 2 red check, right?
Yes.
Alrighty, let's see if Kelos can guide my hands again. Anything you want to do before I hit the roll button?
Nope.
All right, I'm just trying to make sure I give you proper chance to say you want to upgrade or whatnot.
Ooh.
Kelos guides me, my boys.
All right. Well done. So I was expecting a big boom. Just gathering your tokens. Just pull you out. Whoops. Grab that one by accident. All right. So you break the glyph, and a little jet of flame comes out, but it's warm and toasty.
Well done.
Kelos guides us all.
As you break the glyph, golden light washes over you. As your eyes adjust, you find yourselves within a massive cavern filled with more gold than you have ever dreamed of. So as your eyes take in the mountains of coin and treasure before you, the desire to hoard it gnaws at your very soul. I need you guys to roll, each of you, an average 2 purple cool or discipline check. And this is not a fear check, this is actually a desire check. And on a failure, you are beset with gold madness! And please see the corresponding handout for more info. And I'll actually pull those up.
We're doing fine so far.
Just wait till the cultist rolls.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should put difficulty in there.
Oh, goodness gracious, these are some good rolls.
Nope, I fail.
Oh, whoops. Wait, I thought that, oh, got it. Didn't have, right.
Sorry, my other half is just off the phone with her mom, so I'm being filled in and... yeah.
Alright, well, you have gold madness, unfortunately. So, take
I'm
a look
okay
at the
with
handout.
this.
So, once combat begins, every round you spend, or you must spend 1 maneuver to pick up a handful of gold. And actually put a counter on yourself with the yellow for a gold counter. And basically every round you need to spend at least 1 maneuver. You can spend 2 if you want to fill up your gold meter even faster, because you did mention that you wanted to get more gold.
I mean, I am a cultist, so of course, like, the immoral way is clearly the best.
Right. So once your gold counter gets up to 5, you have no more room to pick it up, and you get 1 setback on all checks at that point. Alright, but we've got some other results here. Wow, 2 triumphs, jeez. Okay, so Zanarabi had to step out for a second, but Lux, what happens with your roll?
Lux, they walk in, and the gold glow kind of washes over them. And Lux sees it, and for a second, like, he's torn with, all of the good all of this money could do for so many people who are deserving of it. But then as these thoughts and visions of opening orphanages and sponsoring missionaries to faraway lands in the name of Kelos and whatnot, he just realizes that, no, that's not for me. Kelos's will, drives my forward momentum. And like all of the thoughts just wash out of his head instantly. Like he realizes he was being greedy for his own glory as opposed to the glory of Kelos.
Right.
I'm back, sorry.
Oh, welcome back. So Lux is completely unfazed. Well, let's say it still is a little bit straining on you, though, so do take 1 strain for that threat. I'm also going to give you another freebie, and this will be also a part of the triumph for Zanarabi. But you know that gold and goblins, there's danger there. Like lots of different legends and whatnot about goblins and the goblin's gift and whatnot. So you're wary about this. So you can still get gold if you want, but that triumph is you're feeling something's not right.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yep, and actually I'll just do that. There we go. That'll be the gold counter. Okay, but you're still free to pick up gold. If you choose to voluntarily pick up gold, then you get to use the gold counter as well. So you see all this gold, all this stuff going on, but then you hear a commotion.
Uh-oh.
All right, so Hal draws your attention, revealing a familiar goblin being chased by several humans and a barghest. You see a tall man in plate mail barking orders at his underlings. This is a dream! You cannot take the gold with you! If you dare dally to gather coins, I will feed you to the barghest! Aye, aye, sir! No gold for us, sir! And they are chasing after Biko. However, as he mentions, this is a dream, you cannot take the gold with you. You think on that and think, wait a minute, maybe that isn't quite true. So, I'm going to have another handout here. Alright, so now you have the handout Goblin Gold. Legends say that if you catch a goblin in your dreams, you gain his gold upon waking. But surely, this is the stuff of peasant fantasies and tall tales, like the money trees in the Wheel of Fortune. So, in the encounter coming up, here are some ways to spend advantages, and I'll let you guys look through those, and one of them is the Gold Avalanche. But we will go into our structured encounter. Give me 1 second to get the whatchamacallit set up. Initiative.
I do have a question. Can we
Yes.
purposely trigger a gold avalanche by like pushing the gold?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm gonna have to make you guys much smaller, and you will actually be behind the guys. So you guys will be here. So you need to, and I know Biko's pretty far, but yeah, well, you'll see. But yeah, here you go. So let's get those initiative rolls.
Would you say we are prepared or surprised by this encounter?
So it's not, you guys weren't talking to them, so it's a vigilance thing.
Okie doke. I just was wanting to ask.
No, it's good to ask.
Order advantage.
And I'll get to mine in just a second. I'm just adjusting some stuff real quick. And you can hear Biko, leave me alone! I'm not going to translate the scroll! I don't even like you! So, and then he sees you, ah! And then you can hear him going, wake up, wake up, wake up! Alright, and now my rolls here. And one thing to note, you can see Biko and the Bargus moving very fast and with very sure feet over all of these shifting coins. They do have the swift quality.
Okey-dokey. Does that mean that everything is considered difficult terrain for people without it?
Yeah, there should be. You should be able to
Yes.
see the rules on the
At the
bottom.
bottom.
Oh, yep. I just hadn't read them yet. That's me being bad.
Oh, no worries. Like I said, sometimes I do put things on the GM layer by accident. And, oh, and I need to roll for Biko, actually.
Trying to think whether we want to get Biko or take care of these people in front of us.
We
So I'm
could
going to
split up.
do a random roll, and then I will update the other one. So here is Biko's roll, and then I'm going to roll this roll from the guard, and I'll switch that so that, because only one actually, oh, ignore that. Let me re-roll that for the guard. Oh no, I don't have to re-roll it because I'm only counting Biko's. So Biko got a 4.3. Awesome, Biko. So let me switch that. That 3-point craziness is Biko's 4.3. Okay, so technically a PC goes first.
No, Biko should go, but he's 4-3, ours is 4-2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's the thing, because I could have sworn I read something where the advantages didn't count, but
Tiebreaker.
it's up to you guys. I'll let you guys decide if you want Biko to go first or you guys go first.
I think I'd like him to go first, just because 4-2 going before 4-3 bothers me on a primal level.
Okay, primal.
Which is it's funny because you're a primalist.
Exactly. I mean, unless you guys really want to go first, but
No, that's fine.
All right, so let's remember that Biko's the 4.3 because he's not aligned with these other guys, so he won't be switching his with theirs.
okay.
All right, so Biko's just hightailing it, so he's gonna get over here. All right, so it's your go. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Mr. Cat, if you can get the little bugger that's running, he's going to point at Biko. I'm pretty sure I can take care of these fools in front of us.
I can give it a shot, but
You're going to be faster than I am. My legs only move so fast.
As you're discussing that, Galen's already bent over, like just
Narratively,
coughing gold into his pocket.
if you want Galen to go ahead and go because of that, you're more than welcome to. It makes sense
I mean,
narratively.
no. I don't care. You go first because it doesn't. I've got to waste a maneuver to at least do that, and I'm probably just gonna try and fill up my gold counter quickly because I feel that's what he'd be doing.
Alright, we are going to, in that case, we're going to take a maneuver to aim. Sorry, Xander Robbie, unless you wanted to go, I was just going to try to get some oomph on that Bargeist there while I can.
go ahead.
Alright.
I'll reserve to see what happens whether I want to go for Biko or deal with the people in front of us. Because I don't know if they're hostile really yet. So
Well,
as soon as they
Bargeist
see
is,
you, the captain he looks very hostile.
oh well.
Oh, and actually, I'll give you guys, just as an incidental, everyone who was actually in session 1, only session 1 though,
Not me.
give me an average perception check. Perception
I
or
mean, it's
vigilance
Lux,
actually is
right?
fine.
Yeah, I think
I-
it's just luck.
I was here as
Oh,
Tarek,
right, yes.
Tarek, yeah.
Let's see. 2 against 2. Oh boy.
You notice Eliza Pharaoh's family crest.
On these guys' armor?
Yep, on the captain especially.
Oh yeah, we're definitely taking that out.
All right. So,
They're trying to catch
so-
the goblin for him to translate a scroll.
Yeah, we're going to try to take out this Bargeist first because that's just something that Lux believes should not exist in this world.
Mhm.
So he's going to take 1 maneuver to aim. He's going to take 2 strain for a second aim maneuver, because why wouldn't you?
And I'm taking the the nod from you guys. So it's the red is adversary, green is melee defense, and blue is range defense. And the Bargas has none of those.
Okay, so we want blue to be ranged. All right, I just need to
Okay.
swap mine around then.
I just like
There we go.
RGB.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it. I just wanted to make sure that Lux's was set properly for you. So against the Bargeist here, we are going to apologize. I didn't have this ready in advance. We're going to add holy to it because I'm assuming that that counts as an anathema to the
That is
the
correct.
Telos
Yep.
faith.
Big time.
Fire's added for free because of my talent. I don't need to add, or no, he's at medium range, right? So I do need to add 1 range upgrade.
Yes.
So that puts it at 2 difficulty, 2 boost dice from my double aiming. Do you want to add anything to the roll before I click the button?
Let's see. I am at no. I only have 1 left. I gotta save
Gotta
those.
save it. All right. Then in that case, to give you some, I will use a story point to upgrade, just so we even out the pool a little bit there, and we will go ahead and throw a divine fireball at him.
Nice.
So that starts at a base damage of 6, and then each success counts as twice because he's an anathema. So that is
18.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So yep, 18 damage coming at the Bargeist.
Wow. Oh, 18. All right. So okay. It is so burned. It is barely holding itself together.
And we will spend 2 advantage to activate the burn quality. So it's only
Alright.
the base damage. So it's only 6 damage.
Right, but that happens at the end,
Start of its turn.
Start of its turn.
It's only burn 1, so it only applies once. I need to get some more ranks and
Probably
knowledge
enough.
more.
I mean, since it starts on like at the beginning of the turn or at the end.
As soon as it's initiative slot, it dies, because I assume that's what's happening.
Oh well, there are no healers here, so I'll just give it to you. Describe what happens.
Lux pulls out his scepter and throws a holy fireball at the Bargeist. I should say firebolt, not a fireball. Wreathed in holy flame that catches the Bargeist. Like it looks like it's going to miss him, and then it catches like right at the tip of his tail. And then the fire, it's like throwing a match on gasoline. It just envelops him, and he's like rolling on the ground with some of the gold melting onto him until he finally stops, shaking.
I just have to say, this is like a running theme where Lux catches things with fire right at their wound threshold, and then it's like boop. I kind of imagine like you snapping your fingers to just like add that little burn that finishes the job. Well done.
Same thing that happened to Eliza Farrow.
Man, Bargas are so dangerous, so it's a good thing you got rid of it. All right, good job.
And that last advantage, I will recover 1 strain, and then at the end, after the roll, I take 2, so I'm just going to go up by 1. And I think that will be it. I just need to check if my heroic recovery, yes, it's an incidental. So I am going to go ahead and spend a story point to recover strain equal to my willpower, and I will be done. I apologize for the longer turn.
No worries. I like your turn. So NPC next. So Captain Durant is going to take 2 maneuvers. He's being careful with the gold, but he's just going to move forward 1. And he tells his soldiers, "Block their path! I'll catch the goblin!" And that is his turn.
Interesting. I probably wouldn't mind taking this slot, but out of curiosity,
Feel free.
thank you, as it is going to play into my decision. These guards, what kind of do they seem particularly fit? Are they basically up-jump thugs? What kind of equipment? What do they look like?
I'll make them bigger. That's what they look like.
So it's like
they've got good equipment on. They've got a sword. They've got a crossbow. They look like well-fed, well taken care of guards of a noble family.
okay, and their armor's like chain, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Well, I guess at Durant's mention that they're supposed to hinder our path, Zanarabi is not interested in that at all. So what's going to happen is he's going to cast a spell. I'm going to aim, let's say, twice, and we'll see how I narrate that based on how good or not it does.
I'm gonna upgrade
they're
that
at medium
check.
range.
1 second.
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna upgrade that check.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And I'm simply doing a base magic attack, except I'm adding the empowered effect.
Okay.
I would like to get rid of these guys. Whoosh. Shit.
Wow.
You know what? I would like to use my boon on
Okay.
this, which gives me like slightly over half of getting a success.
Oh man!
Boost dice are terrible.
Oh, boost dice. I swear,
They're
confirmation
fickle
bias, but man.
mistresses.
I'm gonna
Fickle mistresses.
I'm gonna use the advantages to wipe out any stray I would have had from the aiming and the spell, which leaves me with 3 to play with, which are gonna be a boost to the next PC first of all, and a boost specifically to Galen. As
Well, I will be the next PC, so you could stack all 3 of those as boosts to the next PC, and I'll get 3 rather than 2.
I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that option 3 times.
They changed it in Genesis from Star Wars. They said that they want it to be at GM discretion on how many times you can pick each option. So as long as Tommy's fine with it, it's perfect.
Yeah, as long as it's
So-
not like too crazy cheesy, that's fine.
Yeah, it just
how-
ends up as
describe
being an extra
how-
boost die.
Part of it depends on how you describe it. So how are you passing those advantages?
Right. So for the description of this action, I suppose Zanarabi's kind of just gonna point his staff held in his right hand at this group of guards, and from his left hand, he's kind of just conjuring some form of weird green-looking primal energy, which he's just channeling into the tip of the staff. It looks a bit like a sci-fi railgun at this point. And once he's satisfied with the charge on this, he just lets go with this big globe of green light that would probably be extremely damaging and terrible for these people, but unfortunately the aim was off, and it just goes careening off into the void of this dream, just doing nothing. However, these guards have become flat-footed from, very narrowly being blasted in the face with a big, mean globe of magical energy, which I suppose gives Galen the initiative on doing something.
Yeah, and just read what Lux wrote, though. That's an important point to make.
So I guess that means I have 2 more to spend advantages. So I'll use those to give a boost specifically to Lux on what he does next.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Cool.
All set?
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken another one. That would have felt cheesy at that point.
All right, so
You
we've
say
got-
that, but all 3 of your boosts are gonna roll blank.
This is true, because they're boost die.
I'm going to remove the bottom NPC, but the guards do go. So they are actually... They saw Lux. They see you as the biggest threat, so they are shooting their crossbows at you. So it's a
Yep,
medium
makes
range
sense.
shot.
I'm going to take 1 strain to activate dodge to upgrade their check once.
Okay. And anything else you want to do?
No, I'm not engaged with any of their allies, so it doesn't make sense to upgrade it more.
All right, upgraded once, and they are going to... so they use their maneuver to prepare, because they actually have to do that for their crossbow. So that's what they'll do, and then they'll shoot. Here goes.
I really like the prepare talent on crossbows. We continue
boy.
with what's never getting hit.
Ah! Okay.
Close, though.
You even forgot my. You're gonna roll some 3 setbacks there for my range defense. I want to get some more strain on these guys.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So, it's 3 ranged? I thought it was 2 ranged.
Blue's the ranged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, three ranged, 2 melee.
Oh, wow, you have deflection? From...
Yeah, he's got that big old bulwark shield.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm so used to it being the other way around. Got it. Okay.
I know, right?
So, yeah, I'll get those rolls in. Where's my sheet? Right there. Psh. Okay, so...
Oh, only one more juicy one. We will with those threats. Let me see what I can do with 2 real quick while I open up this. It will just put them on strain if that's kosher with you. Kind of like the captain yelling at them after they miss. You know, what are you idiots doing over there? Hit them.
Works for me. All right, and they are done.
All right. So Galen is going to bend down and he's going to start hoovering up like large piles of gold and like shoving them in his pockets. As he's down there, though, he's going to, because this looks like a treasure pile, not specifically gold. He'll find like a nice shiny little jeweled dagger. Nothing that is worth more than the gold that he's also picking up. It's just a narrative thing. As he then looks up and sees, oh my! I should be. Yes, I should help here. Yes, certainly. Okay, I'll take 2. I'm gonna make the incidental coordination check.
Okay. I am going to.
What was the difficulty? Sorry, my bad.
Oh, it's okay.
Feel free to upgrade it still. Like I should have read that. That was my bad. It was 2p.
Yeah.
And then you were going to upgrade it, so I'll roll that. Alright, so that's a failure with a threat. Failure with 2 advantages.
So you can still move, but you just don't go as fast.
That was the next roll, so I should have used the boost die I got past there.
Oh right, yes.
Because I remembered I remembered I could do this at the very last minute. No, that's enough to actually succeed.
Woo!
Right. So I'm gonna then take 2 strain to take a second maneuver and move 1 range bend over.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that leaves me with a net of 4 advantage. Can I
trigger that gold avalanche?
Yeah.
Can do that?
Can I use free to trigger a gold avalanche, and can I pass myself a boost die for the next thing I'm going to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I'll trigger a gold avalanche.
Okay, so I'm just going to move your token. So it's kind of like you're over here, and you cause an avalanche, so it's like kind of a little bit behind you. And it catches these guys, so they're going to have to make the check to avoid that. Alright, so it's a simple check for them. But it is 10 damage and 10 strain, which is a lot for minions. So
It's gonna wipe them out.
yeah.
I do have to make a check though. It's a 1p check because I am afflicted with gold madness.
Oh, it happens after you. So in other words, you don't have to make the check.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of, in other words, think of it this way: you're running and you're causing it behind you.
Okay, cool.
You see Galen like surfing on the gold, causing all of this gold to fall down onto these guards.
I'm Scrooge McDucking this shit.
Going DuckTales on it.
I forgot about that. All right, so
DuckTales is so great. I love DuckTales.
oh, these guys aren't as bad as I thought. So okay, did you get this check? Let me put in the. Oh, it's a simple check. Derp. All right, here goes. All right, so I'll say this: that triumph. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, they are being hit with a lot. I'm going to say because of that triumph, they're all still up, but they're at their threshold, so they don't suffocate, or I mean, in other words, they're just up, but each of them is at their wound threshold. Does that sound fair to you guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. But they got hit really hard. It was 10 damage and 10 strain. Okay, I'm not even going to change their bars. That's just, yeah. Next up.
3 points of damage to put each one of them over their threshold, and then it's a dud minion group.
So Biko is actually stamping his feet. Wake up! He's like pulling at his ears, trying to wake up. And that is his action.
Right.
Did you want to go, Red?
Well, that was the triggering because that wasn't my action. Because I believe the.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You still have your action. Yeah.
I feel bad. We skipped his action.
because my action is going to be all right. So I moved there. This is going to be a 2 purple difficulty check for the range to do a magical attack on the captain. Correct?
Oh,
that
by the
range.
way, you can get closer. You can move normally because you
I can move
succeeded
normally?
on your
But I had gold mana, so I had to spend a action,
right. I
a
forgot.
maneuver to
Yes,
get
yes.
So, I can only get that far. So I have to.
Don't forget to add 1 to your gold counter too.
Yes, good point.
I did.
You've done it. Cool. All right. So, it's going to be 2 because I'll have to add 1 for range for this attack.
I'm gonna
I am
upgrade it
going to have to add 1 for ensnare. So that should be 3 difficulty if I'm not mistaken. You're upgrading that
Yes.
once. That's 2 upgrades because of his adversary. Setback die for his range defense 1. I have a boost die. We have all the story points, so I might as well do that my end. And I am going to take a wound as that dagger that I mentioned earlier. Galen picks it up and is like, "Ooh, shiny!" And he kind of pricks his finger on it. "Ooh, it's sharp as well." And then he drags it along the palm of his hand, and then drips blood on the gold.
Wah!
Nobody will want it now. I've stained it. So I will get an automatic success from my blood sacrifice because I've got to find a way to make that work. Which one of you is divine? That's you. All right, and then. All right, cool. So let's roll this. Bam. All right. So that's sad because I don't get any advantages because I wanted to activate and snare. But that's still going to be 7 damage on the captain.
I'm going to say that with those 2 threats, that's going to happen next turn.
I'm okay with that.
Interesting.
So the maybe you did hit him, but something's going on in this dream, and so it's what you hit him with. It's on his skin, but it hasn't actually seeped in yet.
All right, and then I take another 2 strength to cost a spell. Now, I can get closer and I can try again, or you guys can go. I'm not fussy.
I'm good with whatever, bud.
I'm not worried about the guards. Icing ensnaring the captain is a good idea.
Yeah,
If you think
go
you can
ahead.
pull it off, go ahead.
I mean, I've got the lowest difficulty because I'm closest, so...
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to start with making this this coordination check in order to...
You
Oh.
start with your 1 maneuver to pick up
pick
Yeah,
up the
wait. Let me
gold.
just make sure. Because we were at the start of the round,
Yes.
That was his action, and then Biko.
right?
went
Because
to
he had the last turn. This is his second
Right.
turn. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I spend my maneuver to pick up the gold. Then I'm going to try this coordination check to make it. It's 2p. Again,
I'm going to upgrade that check. Or I don't think I can. Uh-oh.
You don't
I
have.
mean,
you have one
add
left.
story point.
Gotta make it dangerous.
Gotta make
Alright.
it dangerous.
Then I might as well, right? At
Gotta
that
make sure
point,
Tommy has at least 1 story point.
I succeed with an
Nice.
advantage, so I will take another 2 strength to take a maneuver. And I will pass myself a boost die for the spell check, and I will, again, take another wound as I even, like, see this? Good, now they'll be able to find me, right? So I'm
Yeah,
still trying to
gotta
find Galen's
justify it.
voice.
Gotta
Yeah.
justify it.
Gotta justify it, right? I'm not really using infernal magics to do this.
Feel Lux's judging gaze across the combat.
So this is going to be 1, 1, and 1, and it's only going to be 2 purple this time round. Unless you want to upgrade it, Tommy.
Yes.
Bear in mind.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'll upgrade it again. As well, if we're playing that game.
Ha!
A
Alright,
lot of damage, at least.
yeah,
Wow.
so that's going to be... it's going to be 10 damage, and one threat, unfortunately, so I can't activate that.
Still can't
snare.
activate.
All right.
Look, if I add a holy symbol, I'd be adding unholy to this.
All right. So, and
Because I
now,
can.
now your previous spell activates at the end of your turn, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I believe it's the end of my turn.
And it
so-
was 7 damage, correct?
Yes, it was 7 damage. So, I mean, he'll take 17 all in a one, I guess. Well, 7
so-
and then 10.
Yeah.
Okay,
As
and then
you
7.
see the attacks, it's not phasing him as much as you think, but it is getting through. But he's got some pretty. He's pretty tough.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's wearing decent armor, so... Alright, and that'll be my second turn. NPC go.
All right. He is actually going to turn on you. Speak. How dare you! You will not stop me! I will bring her back! And so he is going to take 2 maneuvers to get engaged with you. He will take strain. Actually, damage for him. And he's going to take a swing at you with this pretty big halberd. Anything you want to do before he swings?
He has... Yeah, all I can say is that he's got setback dice for my my melee defense.
All right. So, whoops. One step back. Okay, here we go. In there. It's a big swing. This thing looks really, 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 really dangerous.
I mean, I'm clearly just going for the gold. That's what I'm after. The goblin is how I get to keep the gold, so I'm chasing the goblin.
Yep. All right, so that is actually 9 damage, pierce 3.
9 damage, pierce 3, which is great because that ignores all of my soak. Fantastic. For that 1 point of... I love you, Tommy. It's great. For that one threat, I just have him take a point of strain because
Alright.
there's nothing else. So I'll take 9. Good job. I believe that's me at wound threshold.
Okay.
All right, so he is done, but yeah, PCs are up.
You want to go, Xenorabi, or you want me to?
So I'm thinking, do we want to save Galen or deal with the guards before they do some bullshit? I think I can deal with the guards.
Yeah, go
Then-
for it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not picky. I can go whatever.
I'm mad at.
I don't need saving. I'm fine.
Okay, in that case, so I'm just gonna make absolute bog standard attack check on them, which will be aimed once because magic attack, because I don't want to miss this time. So, you know what? We have too many of these, so I'll spend 1 just to be extra sure. Slightly extra sure. And let's see about this. Phew, thank God. Thank God. So does 9 damage kill them?
9 damage is enough because they're all at their wound threshold. So describe what happens.
Good. So I think Xenorabi, quite mad with having missed his awesome blast of primal energy that would have just been amazing. Just in a fit of exasperation, he's just gonna wave his staff, like pointed around the guards, and what's gonna happen is there's just this little like a column of gold and assorted jewelry that kind of just rises in the air and just smacks in their face,
Nice.
taking them out. As far as disadvantages go, I will spend 2 on strain and 1 on boost to Lux, since he's next. So that's for the action, and I guess I'll I'll try the incidental athletics check to move faster.
Okay.
Which is going to give me a 2p. Boom. Good enough. So with my my catfolk maneuvers, I'm gonna go over and stand on the corpse of this dead, burning Barghest. Well, not stand on it. It sounds dangerous, but next to it.
Okay. If you take 2 more strain, you can keep going.
He aimed for
Oh, he aimed. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So let's just stay here.
All right. Next up.
I believe that would be me. So we're gonna try to move fast. We'll try to get our Sonic on.
Oh,
We gotta
wait a
move
minute.
Fast here.
Sorry, I don't. Because that was him. Oh no, it's an NPC.
Oh, you're right. The captain hasn't gone yet. I was thinking he already.
did.
No,
went.
he did.
The
He
captain-
did.
the captain hit me.
Oh, but the guards are dead, so they're
And
gone.
Biko went.
Yeah, so
So
it is Wiz. Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And so let's see. That was a 2p athletics or coordination. We're gonna try to just dwarf our way through it with athletics. Do you want to do anything to the roll before I hit the button?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to
Upgrade it. Make me fall down if on a despair. Let's see what we get.
If you get a stare, it's going to be a
Go Team Dwarf.
All right, so yeah, just take a strain.
Alrighty. And so we'll use. We'll take a second maneuver to get into short range here for 2 more strain. And I'm going to try to save Galen with a healing spell because I don't want to lob some holy fire in there. It might seek the wrong evil and hit Galen by quote unquote mistake.
Yeah.
And you've been busy dealing with guards. You haven't seen the trail of blood I've left. It's fine.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I don't know what you do. You haven't been cutting yourself to add evil magics to your spell. So heal is sorry, I don't have my normal spell sheet up. I'm just out of the book here. So it is, if I can find it.
Heal is 1p base and +1 for range.
There we go. Yeah, 1p base +1 for range. So that is a 2 purple base. Do you want to add anything to it before I click the roll button?
No. Oh, actually, wait. Do I? Sure, I'll make it interesting.
All right. So 1 upgrade. You gotta have that chance to take my magic away. Make me hit things with my shield like Rad likes to do.
I mean, you might as well just upgrade it back, right?
I don't want to heal you that badly. But you can take 3 wounds, and I will heal you for 1 strain, and then I will take 2 strain for casting a spell, and I will be done.
All right, so Biko actually is taking an action, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll show you the roll. So
Interesting.
here goes. Okay, he did succeed, but he did take some strain for it, so yeah.
Do we see him doing anything, or is it one of those things that we can't see?
You're
Just out of
too far.
curiosity.
You're a little too far away to actually see what he's doing. You
Oh,
do
yeah,
see him
makes sense.
stamping
I
his
just
feet
had to
and trying to. He keeps telling himself, "Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!" So yeah. All right. Next up, top of the round. Oh well, that was top of the round.
Does Galen maybe want to run away, or should I try to
Yeah,
do some big
I
damage?
was thinking about running away, and then it gives the captain has a choice of whether he comes for me or goes for you guys, and at least then if he doesn't go directly for me, then at least there's no danger of accidentally hitting me with a spell in combat.
You can do the ultimate runaway move, which is slap him with a frost palm and then run away, so that if you get the advantage to activate it, he actually can't chase you.
I hadn't thought about that, but
Yeah,
yes.
remember
But
you can action and then maneuver.
Yeah. All right.
I take that back. Your first thing has to be
First
pick up
maneuver
one
is-
gold.
Gold. Yeah, of course.
First things first, you gotta pick up that gold.
I can just see Galen just lifting a finger like, 1 moment, please.
I'm busy.
Yeah, no. So it actually kind of goes. Excuse me. You seem to have got a bit just, and like I reach over and like reach between the plates of his armor and like pull a coin out from between. See, that would have gone onto a lot of waste had you kept that there.
Oh,
I'm sure
beautiful.
it's causing some chafing, and I just kind of put it in my pocket.
Nice.
And yeah, why not? Right, let's do this.
That's great RP. Remember that. I'll give you bonus for the group for that. That's great.
Cool. All right, so 1 for a spell, 1 to make it Watchamajinga, close combat.
I'll also give you a boost to the check because he's so stunned that you're caring about gold in the middle of all this craziness that you catch him off guard.
All right. I'll spend a thing to use a story point to upgrade because Tommy has none.
I'm gonna leave it alone for now.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's just roll this check.
Whoa!
All right.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
you tell me what you do, and then I'll tell you what that despair does.
Well, first of all, the
Should there
advantage
be that many dice?
magic.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of dice.
Uh,
Oh crap! That
Yes,
actually
you-
might be my fault. Let me make sure that I don't have stuff on the.
on the GM thing.
It was mine. I forgot to clear it. It was the greens. And
So
the difficulty was added to it. Oh boy.
yeah, I mean, so I'll just re-roll.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
Things
just
happen.
re-roll that one.
It's probably the
But it gets
easiest
rid of the
solution.
despair, so.
That
I
just really
mean,
wants to
I
get
think-
that 2 advantage.
Yeah, I do. like, I don't care if you take my magic away from me for the rest of the game.
Good enough.
Alright. So that's going to be a total of 5 damage, which probably doesn't get past his soak, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to use a triumph to activate Ensnare. So it'll be Ensnare 2,
Ah!
Nice.
because I have 2 ranks in Forbidden Law, and of course I'm using Forbidden because I'm Dirty Cultist. And then I'm going to try and make this check to disengage.
Alright, I am going to upgrade if I can. Yes.
Alright, so it's going to be 2 upgraded, 1 sure end. Again, you have none, so I will upgrade as well. At least it gives me a chance of a triumph, and I will roll.
Oh,
All
by
right.
the way, sorry, there are too many story points. That's silly of me. There are only 3 players. Let me take off some of those extra ones. It doesn't really matter, though. We've never gotten
Hasn't
to that
mattered because
point.
we've just
Yeah.
been tossing them back and forth. So it succeeds, so I'm going to disengage from him. And that's my second maneuver, which will cost me 2 strength. Which is 4 in total for the spell.
Alright, nice.
And then I'm going to, as an incidental, activate Second Wind.
Alright, cool.
Gets rid of 1, because that 1 rank. Token.
Alright,
I'm
his go.
done. That's my turn.
Oh, he's stuck.
Can't move, can't chase after me.
Okay,
Make an
he's
action to break the ensnare.
As an action, he can make a hard athletics check
Yeah.
to break free.
But then
yeah.
he can also stab you in the same turn, so it's something.
Yeah, okay. He's going to try to break free. He's got to. It's his only recourse. Well, there's something else I might do if this doesn't work, but all right,
Huh.
let's see. It's going to be a hard check, yeah?
Yep.
All right.
And let's spend a story point to upgrade it.
Upgrade it,
because
yeah.
we might as well. It could be fun. Do you want to hit the button, Brad, or you want me to?
You can do it. I was thinking of it, but yeah, you can do it.
Gotta give Tommy some story points, and on his spare, it could be interesting.
All right, so here we go. It's going to be 3 difficulty. Oops. Grade. So here is his athletics check. Why is athletics not here? I might have to. I'll just do his. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there
I
it
don't
is.
think
Got it. I
athletics.
see it.
Is it on, I thought it was on the NPC sheets.
It's not. It's one of those ones you'd have to input manually in the custom skills on the NPC sheet.
Good.
Ah, he did not. However, I'm going to say this. He's going to pass himself 2 boosts, and he's actually trying to start a avalanche to catch you both in it.
That's what I
So
was thinking you'd do.
yeah. So he is
I'm glad I'm over there.
sweeping his halberd and digging into the gold coins, and so let's see if he gets enough with his athletics check to do that. All right.
Let's spend another story point to upgrade this.
Yeah, like we do not want. But I go down if that hits. All right.
All right, here goes athletics.
Despair.
Ah. Oh wait, I didn't put in my 2 boosts. That might be enough.
It might be.
Dun.
Probably will.
I mean, there is that. Failing that though.
I have an idea for the despair, and I think
I mean-
Rad's thinking along the same lines.
Yeah, it catches him as well, right? Because
Yeah.
he can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here goes. Gotta remember to clear these after I do it too.
That does give him that third advantage, though.
Why is it when you roll boost, sorry, Tommy?
I know, right?
Right. You get
Okay.
successes, right?
So-
but the rest of us-
He does cause an avalanche, so gold coins are going everywhere. It is going to be a simple check for Lux, but it'll be an easy check for Galen. Coordination or athletics to mitigate that damage. And what do you guys want to do with that despair?
I want him to be affected also.
All right, so
Yeah,
he's going to also have to. And I'll say with the immobilize, I'm
Can
going
he
to.
dodge out the way? Because he's ensnared, he's
He's
immobilized,
gonna
right?
die.
It's yeah. Let me put it this way: he can use his halberd to kind of try to sweep things out. Let's say
To
this:
mitigate it,
he
yeah.
has
Alright,
to take the full. He has to do the actual average check, so he gets added
Alright.
2 difficulty.
That's fine. Like, yeah, I'm
I mean,
alright with that.
that's more than okay. I just wanted him to have to make the check also. Like, if you want
Yeah.
to make it harder for him, I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, I just wanted to argue like that there should be some penalty for the fact that he's ensnared.
Oh yeah,
It's probably going to kill him anyway, since he takes strain as wounds. So. Yeah.
Well, he might not. if he
Whoa!
gets-
So
probably has a
he
strain check.
so he takes
Yeah.
10 damage minus his soak
And 4 strain.
and 4 strain. Ah, just enough. Ah! So coins, he's screaming, but coins are going into his mouth, and it's just no. So
So it was what 10 wounds, 10 strain, minus 1 wound per success, minus 1 strain per advantage, right?
Yes.
So I think Lux got knocked out here.
And the strain doesn't straight strain, not damage.
Right. It's a suffer strain, not
Yep.
strain damage.
Yep.
So as he is being covered with coins and all that is happening. All right. He is out. You guys still need to catch people?
As is Galen. Galen is under
Oh.
the
As
deluge of coins.
is Lux. Lux got strained out.
Oh,
Well,
jeez!
I'm down from wounds and I'm over my strain threshold.
Okay, so as you go over your strain threshold, because you were caught in a gold avalanche, I'll give you a choice. You can add 1 more to your gold counter if you want.
Yes.
All right. Lux, you may add 1 to your gold counter if you so choose.
Lux wouldn't want to, but I think it'll be interesting. I want to see where it's going. So if you're kosher with that, it will be that gold is falling like into his bags and backpack from the avalanche as he's going down, not Lux actually picking it up.
Okay.
There's one other piece of bookkeeping.
What's
I
up?
need to roll a crit.
Yes, you do. If you went down from
Oh,
wound.
so actually,
Yeah, I
this
did.
will be a mental. Don't roll a crit. Actually, this will be mental trauma. You.
Oh yeah, yes, with cultists, fine. Gold falling on me, mental trauma.
Yeah. So you tell me, how is gold being buried in gold? Maybe you suddenly have. Oh shit! I have regrets now over all this gold.
Yeah, like maybe he realizes that he became too greedy and he regrets this. And I mean he's down, but maybe this is a lesson about about greed from Kelos, and he might take this as a thing. Like, he might not keep all this gold to himself. He might give it away.
I just imagine that Galen is passed out, but 2 coins fit perfectly right over his eyes.
Well, also, I approve of the Sonic coin sound effect. Well done, sir.
Super Mario, actually, but
Oh,
close.
was it? Oh, my bad.
No worries. Okay, so Zanarabi, you're up.
Well, first of all, very glad I was here and not there.
Yep.
So I suppose after all that nonsense of the entire mountain of gold collapsing on everyone else except Biko that was still relevant, Zenarabi's just going to take a moment to collect himself and make sure he's still there, which apparently he is. And now comes the crucial. We would have asked Lux and Galen perhaps for a bit of advice, but that's not really going to happen because they're out.
I mean, we know the answer. Get the Goblin.
Yeah.
Get the
now
Goblin,
comes the-
get the gold.
So I suppose let's try that incidental check to move faster, because maybe I can get the Goblin this way. Athletics 2p, boosh. Nope. So that's not happening. Just getting.
Could have done coordination as well.
Yeah,
One or
same
the
thing.
other.
Same thing. Same check in his case. So he is going to be hampered by all this gold, really sludging through this mess. So if I spend 2 maneuvers on movement in difficult terrain, where do I end up? Here?
Yeah.
Okay. So Zenarabi's just kind of sloshed through this mess, and so I guess Pico's at long range. Could be a lot worse.
So actually, Biko will say, "You can have the gold. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone."
I don't want the gold.
Why not? Everybody wants gold.
Zenarabi's taken aback somewhat by this question he wasn't expecting.
Why are you chasing me?
He's just gonna stand there for half a second, kind of ponder, cock his head to the side, and then he's just gonna try to attack the goblin because he doesn't know what to say.
All right.
So here's for the real question: should Zanarabi go for non-lethal, primal, or lethal?
That's an extreme range shot.
Isn't it long? He's at 3 away.
Oh, 3+. You're right. You're right. It's long.
So the big question should be lethal or not. I mean, I'm in this mess because of him, probably, so let's make it lethal. I don't like it. Let's take it away. See what I'm gonna upgrade it once. Actually, no. We're a bit low. 1 range upgrade, plus the staff. That's okay, I guess. So mechanically first, that's 10 damage for Biko.
Oof. He is out.
Oh, perfect.
He's knocked unconscious. Nice shot.
So I suppose
Is this a
How-
signature spell? Because long range it
Nope.
with just 2 difficulty.
staff makes it
Right.
1-free.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Stabs are
Describe
really
how
good.
it. Yeah. Describe how
So,
it
yeah.
happens.
So how it happens, I think Zenarabi's going to do the gold trick, similar to what he did on the guards, but flavored somewhat differently. Instead of stuff flying at them and knocking them out, he's going to sort of the way it looks a bit like a snake made out of gold that just slithers through this whole mess of gold,
Ooh.
and it kind of just it slithers around Biko and then it smashes into him, buries him, and then spits him back out. So
Very
yeah,
nice.
he just got swallowed and spit out by a gold dragon that then dissipates as Biko lies flat somewhere.
Ooh. I'll give you this because of that wonderful description. If you want to add 1 to your gold counter as an incidental, you may. But it's up to you. You don't have to.
I appreciate the thought, but I think Zanarabi is very wary of all this material wealth, which he doesn't particularly care about, as sort of a savage as far as civilized society is concerned. He doesn't care too much for all this gold nonsense. It's disconcerting, actually.
Okay.
Playing a bit into that triumph from the early check, telling us that this is not very kosher.
All right. Yeah, he's knocked out. And we're actually out of structured time. You're able to just walk right up to him. What do you do?
Yeah, I guess let's secure the object first. Zenarabi's gonna walk over to Biko, grab him by the collar, bring him back to where the others are, and then try to revive them, which is gonna be really challenging with Galen. So maybe let's try Lux
actually, before you do that though,
first.
as
You
soon
tell.
as you touch Biko,
Mhm.
you wake up. So, one moment. Let me just collect your tokens here. All right, so you wake up, and you guys, the ones who have coins, actually have coins that pass over into the real world.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
As you wake up, you feel a burst of heat as the coins begin to explode one by one. You can hear Biko's laughter echoing in the distance. Everyone who has gold, roll a crit plus 10 for each level of your gold counter.
Oh joy!
Good thing we have a story point for Lux in case it's a bad crit, but Galen. Those are
Tommy,
terrible.
why do you hate
All
my
right, so here's what happens. The gold is just like shredding into you, doing terrible, terrible things. However, not quite as much crossed over because, it came from a dream. So, luckily, the exploding coins had the gentle 5 quality. Subtract 50 from your critical injury rolls.
I just like the fact, I don't know what it is about your table, Tommy, but it loves to maim my characters.
Yeah.
I always get maimed.
I did want you guys to sweat, but I mean, it's coins. It's not. They're not going to like rip through limbs. So yeah, update your critical injuries to the correct one. I'm curious, what are they now?
Give me a second to, let's see, remove that and add critical of 51 for Fearsome Wound.
So it's still,
It's 85 for you.
yeah, it's 85. That's what I was thinking.
All right, cool.
It's a lot better than the previous stuff of one of them's gonna die and the other lost an arm.
I always
With the
lose
coins on his
Tommy's
eyes.
Just
But yeah. Okay. So, as these coins are exploding, you suddenly remember a poem that you heard from long ago. Glittering danger with taunting glow, cure to penury and thrift. Still the wisest adventurers know to beware the goblin's gift. Gold Madness by Garros of Tamalier. And with that, we conclude our mini adventure and go to rewards.
Ooh.
All right, so base is just 5 XP because you guys also got some from the discussion, but you did disable the glyph without activating it, so +1. You took out Captain Durant's forces, so you did catch Biko before they did. My goodness, that opening salvo against the Barghest. You did start a gold avalanche, and yeah, I'll say that since you did take out that guy, you did drown a foe in gold, so nice use of the despair. And you get silvers equal to 100 times your gold counter.
Ooh. And is that
Yeah.
to split amongst the group, or is that for
Each
person, I
person.
assume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right for me to bum off your magic coins when I purposefully didn't take any.
And also,
and
too,
then
that
you-
might have been different for Zanarabi because he was having a catnap on the docks. Can you imagine? All of a sudden, there were exploding coins coming from this
shit.
cat.
all the beggars come out of the woodwork to be his best friend.
Yeah, yeah. But
And then also you did mention +1 XP from some RP in there if you wanted to add that. And I was just reminding you because we didn't have a assistant for it.
oh
It's
yeah,
not
yeah. So
completely cool. I just wanted
mhm.
to remind you that you did mention it at the time.
Oh yeah, yep, absolutely. So with Galen, that and also the wonderful description of the gold snake, that was great. So I mean, altogether +1 XP. So what are you guys at?
10, I think.
10. Oh, perfect number. So you guys get 10 XP for this adventure.
Nice.
All right. So that concludes the Goblin's Gift or Goblin's Gift. And join us next week where we will be playing the Malady Melody. See you next time on Dreamwalkers of Inara.
And may Kilos be with
Cheers.
you.